Hello, everyone. Let's take a quick look at the indirect causes of World War I. We can remember this by using the acronym MAIN plus A. The first indirect cause of World War I was the belief in militarism. Here, Europeans believed that they had to get a very strong army and be ready to use it to push for the advantage whenever possible. They thought war was coming and that it would be good for the country. This would cause citizens to become loyal, cooperate with each other, and provide the country with a hero. So they would have someone to look up to. Most European countries believed that the coming war would be short with very few casualties. In fact, in 1907, the European countries met at a conference to discuss disarmament. They wanted to reduce the amount of weapons, but because of militarism, they realized the war was coming. So instead of talking about getting rid of goods and that, they started to discuss when war happens, these are the rules that we have to follow. The second indirect cause of World War I was the arms race. The European countries were preparing for the war that they knew was coming. The continental powers were building and supplying larger and stronger armies. Great Britain was expanding its navy. The continental powers were training the majority of their male population to also be soldiers. Germany and Austria-Hungary were spending twice the amount of money on weapons that they previously did. Germany even started to develop a navy, which threatened Great Britain. On top of that, weapons technology was advancing rapidly and became more deadly. The third indirect cause of World War I was imperialism. At the start of the 1900s, Great Britain was the largest empire. It had the most land and the most resources. It was so large, in fact, that it was called the empire that the sun never sets on. Their empire revolved on them controlling the seas and the important sea lanes of the Suez Canal and the Straits of Gibraltar. The other European countries, especially Germany, were jealous of Great Britain and wanted a piece of the action. They saw potential colonies in both Africa and Asia. Nationalism was the fourth indirect cause of World War I. In Europe at the start of the 1900s, there were two types of nationalism, unifying and dividing. In Great Britain, France, and Germany, nationalism was a unifying force. The love of their country brought the population together, and the people would do anything for their country. In Austria Hungary and Russia, nationalism was a dividing force. In each of these empires, there were large minority groups that were oppressed by the central government and wanted independence for their group. The alliance system was the last indirect cause of World War I. Each European country sought to keep their power, and to do so, they established special friendships with other powers. They wanted to establish a balance of power in Europe, where no European country got too strong. By creating this balance, though, the Europeans had established a system that would see a war between two countries grow into a war between all. The main powers of Europe were divided into two separate alliance systems. The Triple Entente was Russia, France, and Great Britain. The Triple Alliance was Germany, Austria-Hungary, and Italy. Remember, this video is just helping you to identify and explain the five indirect causes of World War I that we studied. You will also have to analyze each cause and explain how they would help start World War I. I hope this has helped you understand it better.